I hate to tell you how long ago I learned how to count in Japanese, because then you'll figure out how old I am. Pretty close, but I learned how to count in Japanese 40 years ago, 4 decades ago. I learned it in karate. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroku, jusichi. I'm going to teach you in this video how to count in Japanese, but not the way I learned it. I learned it through rote memorization. I'm going to teach you an easier way. I learned it by listening to my karate instructor say the words over and over again. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. That's rote memorization. It works over time, but here's also a problem with it. I'm going to teach you an easier way, but also a more effective way. I took karate for about 7-8 years. And then probably 10, 15 years later, I was at a hotel in Austin. And I saw this guy, and the way he was moving, just his mannerisms, I knew him. And I walked over to him, and I said, "Do you remember me? I took karate with you 15 years ago." He said, "Man, I don't really remember you." I said, "I'm the guy that stayed at Orange Belt for like 5 years." He's like, "Oh, Ronnie, how you doing?" But I said something to him that I think should be important to you in learning a language. I said, "I just taught the memory group today, my memory workshop, how to count to 10 in Japanese." And this guy was a black belt in karate in the class that I was in. He said, "Oh man, I can still do that. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju." I said, "Man, what's 5 in Japanese?" And this is what he did. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go. He had memorized it through rote memorization, which you can. But when you memorize something through rote memorization, you don't always have the ability to go directly to the information. However, when you learn something by attaching it to a mental file folder, and you attach the number 5 in Japanese to something that represents 5 in your memory, then I say, "What's 5 in Japanese?" You just go to that thing in your brain that represents the number 5, and boom, you got it. Let me show you what I mean. For me, the number 1 has always been represented by a pencil. A pencil looks like a number 1. If you look at the shape of that number 1 there, you can see that is the shape. A pencil's the shape of a 1, and vice versa. A 1 is the shape of a pencil. It's a straight line. So now you take the pencil to remind you of number 1, and you attach the image of itching. I'm itching my arm. Imagine you got that pencil and you're itching your arm with a pencil. Maybe you got that eraser and you're itching a rash. Now, number 2. For me, number 2 has always been a duck. If you look at that duck and then you look at the number 2, you can kind of see that a duck is shaped like a number 2, right? Quack, quack, quack. So that duck is shaped like a number 2. 2 is always duck for me. So with that information in mind, now we have a duck to represent the number 2, and it's biting your knee. Because in Japanese, you say ni as 2. You say, again, review, you say 1 as ichi, and you say 2 as ni. Now, 3 in Japanese is pronounced san. By the way, I'm from Texas. People in the United States think I talk funny. Surely I'm going to mess up the pronunciation of one of these Japanese words. I get it, all right? I get it. But 3 in Japanese is san. For me, a pyramid is always representative of the number 3. Why? Because each face of a pyramid is a triangle, and a triangle has 3 sides. So when I think of the number 3, I think of a triangle. And then when I think of the 3 in Japanese, the word is sawn. So I imagine I'm sawing that triangle. You're sawing the triangle. So now let's review. We got ichi, number 1, the pencil, itching. 2, the duck, ni. 3, the pyramid, 3 sides to a pyramid, 3 sides to a triangle. San. Now, the next one, in Japanese, you say Japanese number 4 is shi. Shi is 4 in Japanese. Well, a car has 4 doors, 4 wheels. You know, this one doesn't have 4 doors, but a lot of them do. Most of them do. 4 doors, 4 tires, 4 lights, 4 headlights, rear headlights and back headlights, 4 cylinders maybe. So 4 is car for me, at least 4 tires, unless you got one of those crazy 3-wheeler cars that I actually used to have. So imagine a girl driving a car, because 4 is a car, and she is 4 in Japanese. So again, review. Number 1 in Japanese is ichi. 2, a duck, ni. 3, a pyramid, san. 4, a car, shi. 5 in Japanese. For me, the number 5 is always a 5-pointed star. And think of a 5-star restaurant, a 5-star hotel. 5 is star. And think of there's a star, and you're at and maybe this picture's not the best picture here, but maybe you're at maybe you're at a traffic light and it turns green and you go. Maybe imagine that star is lighting up green and you go. The star is green. Go. Now you got to focus here on the star and the traffic light. So what I would tell myself is I would tell myself, there's a star in the sky. It's nighttime and the light turns green. Go. A 5-pointed star. That's how I would do it. But just be sure not to confuse this car with number 4. And I don't think you will, as long as you focus on the star and the traffic light. So 5 is star. Let's review. 1 is ichi. 2 is ni. 3 is san. 4 is shi. 5 is go. Now, number 6. For number 6, I always use a 6-shooter, a gun, a 6-shooter. And for Roku, I use row in a canoe. Roku, row in a canoe. So imagine you're rowing a canoe and you're shooting at the back. There's also the TV app, right? The app that you could have on your TV, the Roku app. Maybe you imagine you're shooting your TV with a gun. That's a pretty violent picture, right? So a 6-shooter, you're rowing a canoe, you're shooting Roku, and the number 6 is Roku. Number 1, review, ichi. 2, ni. 3, san. 4, shi. 5, go. 6, Roku. Number 7 in Japanese. Now this one, you have a little bit of leeway. You could say it nana or you could say it sichi. I'm going to say nana because I think it's easier to say. And I use dice. For me is 7 because opposite sides of dice always add up to 7. If there's a 1 on top, there's a 6 on bottom. If there's a 5 on top, there's a 2 on bottom. If there's a 4 on top, there's 3 on bottom. Now this dice she's holding are not that way. This is a messed up piece of dice. Okay, there's 2 4s right there. But on a normal piece of dice, opposite sides of dice always add up to 7. So 7 is represented by dice, and I see my nana playing with dice. Nana is playing with dice for number 7. Number 8, an hourglass is shaped like a number 8. An 8 is the shape of an hourglass. Hot cheese, melted cheese, queso dip, hot cheese, hachi is 8. Hachi is 8. Number 9. I always use a cat for number 9 because a cat has 9 lives. A cat, you've heard of a cat having 9 lives, surely. And a cue ball for 9. You pronounce the 9 in Japanese this way, ku. So it's not perfect Q and ku, but you could think, oh man, that cat is so cool. He's playing with a cue ball, and the word is ku. And maybe you could imagine a cat is cooing. Coo. 9 is coo. Cats really purr, I know. 8 is hachi, hot cheese, melted cheese. 7 is nana, the dice. 7 is dice. Opposite sides of dice always add up to 7. Now let's go to the number 10. I always use bowling because in bowling you got 10 pins, 10 frames. So 10 is always represented by bowling for me. I want you to imagine you're bowling and you're drinking a lot of juice. You got orange juice, apple juice, or maybe you're pouring juice all over the bowling alley, the bowling pins or whatever. 10 is Ju. So 1, ichi. 2, ni. 3, san. 4, shi. 5, go. 6, Roku. And you could use the row in a canoe or you could use the TV channel. 9 is nana. 8 is, I'm going to let you figure it out. You got it. Hachi. 9, ku, and 10, Ju. So, you should now be able to count to 10 in Japanese. Number 1, pencil, ichi. 2, duck. The duck's biting your knee, ni. 3, san, a pyramid, san. By the way, don't go anywhere. I'm going to teach you how to count all the way up to 99 next. 4 is a car, shi. 5, a traffic light, and there's a star there, and the light turns green, go. 6, rowing a canoe. 7, dice. Your nana is playing with dice. 8, hourglass. Hachi, hot cheese. Number 9, a cat has 9 lives. Coup, coup. And number 10, 10 pens, 10 frames, Ju. Ichi ni san shi go roku shichi hachi ku Ju. Now, you would say 11 in Japanese, 10 1. So you would say Ju ichi. 12 would be 10 2, Ju ni. You would say 25 in Japanese, 2 10 5. So 2 ni, 10 Ju, 5 go. You could count all the way up to 99 in Japanese like that. And what is 100 in Japanese? I actually don't know. My teacher never taught me. But I hope you enjoyed this. I have a memory course. I'll put the link down below. It's called Black Belt Memory. It teaches you how to learn anything faster, give speeches without notes, remember names and faces, remember what you learn anything faster. I hope you get my Black Belt Memory course, regardless of a free gift, if you just click the link down below and check it out. My name's Ron White. I'm a 2-time USA memory champion. Subscribe to my channel, and we're going to teach you how to learn a lot of different things faster and have a lot of fun together. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you on the next video if you subscribe.